All right. Oh, it looks like we actually got it to work this time. Oh, it looks like we actually. There we go. We actually did. Okay. Um, incredibly delayed on my response. Guys, I've had Walmart orders, you name it, this and that. Um, I wanted to do a live stream and see how everyone has been, kind of what everyone has been up to, and catch up to everyone about things that I'm up to. So, for anyone that is able to join, feel free to join in studio, or if you want to watch, feel free to watch. I'll share the link to a couple people. I'm just now getting started. Um, where's the thing? Yes. Okay. Um, here we go. Let's go over here. I have been off the radar for a very long time on live streams. So it's kind of a work in progress. Getting back up to date with the channel is something I want to do at some point. Life has been a roller coaster this year. I think my last stream was in I want to say it was in May. Had a lot of um had a lot of things that I've been doing that have kept me away from the YouTube side of things. And honestly, I've struggled with motivation for uploading on both channels of mine. Um, I wish that I was able to live stream to both, but I don't got StreamYard. I don't got StreamYard Premium, which is a bummer. Um, but I'm not much for subscriptions myself, so um anyhow, here we go. Now that I got my phone to work. Um, I'm curious to hear how anyone that's involved with weather has been doing this year. It's been a very slow season for me. I haven't caught near as much. I was looking at my total video count the other day because I was interested to see overall how many videos, and I have a lot that needs to be updated. Um, but in my weather coverage folder, I have like 2,100 or 200 videos. So one day, I would like to have everything uploaded. It would be nice. All kinds of events that I have missed this year, and we've seen some pretty massive ones. A few that come to mind were quite a few tornado events. Our first EF5 tornado, surprisingly, didn't expect to see it come out of North Dakota of all places, but we indeed finally got our first EF5 ranking. Um, we saw a lot of flooding this year, a really, really crazy amount of flooding going on. And it has been something remarkable with all of the rain that some areas have gotten. It's like um, some rain areas have literally just set tight and caused all kinds of issues. We've seen hurricanes. The hurricane season, from everything I've seen this year, has been pretty minimalist in the U.S. For the most part. Our hurricane season was pretty quiet. Um, there was I think, what was it, two or three Category Fives this year. Um, Maybe one more, one less. I can't remember, but most have stayed away from the U.S. I don't really know how much damage Melissa caused to Jamaica. I never followed up on all that as much, but I do know that it has been a slow year for me. I've been very, very busy this year. Um, just one out of the many a few highlights has been going to a life skills program, but I've been on all kinds of trips this year, been hanging out with friends, been um cooped up in the house, had wisdom tooth surgery recently, as a matter of fact, which is the reason I'm sadly not at my life skills program at the moment. Pretty well recovered from that, but I've got all kinds of things going on with medical, but that's nothing new. Um, I've just lost track of my video uploading and capturing this year. I've just struggled to keep up with it as much as I wanted to. Um, and I've really wanted to, because there was some pretty massive events this year. There was some pretty wild stuff. We've had some pretty dull DXing seasons with just a few notable events. Um, we saw some DXing recently, um, toward the beginning of this month, I believe it was, in portions, or last month, because I believe it's the first now. In portions of the area, we got that huge solar flare, and I saw some of the largest DXing uh, catches I've ever saw on FM this year. I had a few very impressive ones. I had one earlier this year, or one event earlier this year, I believe it was in August, where I got all the way down the East Coast on FM, from Florida into parts of Virginia and the Carolinas. As a matter of fact, were a few notable ones. Um, the craziest thing I think I had this year was getting a severe thunderstorm warning. I'll have to go back and see if I can find it on a video to upload it sometime. But I got a severe thunderstorm warning from the Carolinas on FM. Um, it was one of the crazier things I've ever seen. And of course, it was only partial, and I missed a good lot of it. But um, notable, really crazy event nonetheless. I can confirm. So I've gotten a few things on the radio front. I've tried out a few radios this year. I haven't really gotten much. I've gotten all kinds of little gadgets, but I haven't gotten any new radios very much. I did get a Kaido. I believe that's how they pronounce it. Kaido, Kaito. I don't remember how it's spelled. To go back and look. It's a Voyager 900, I believe is the name. Um, I got that radio. That should be coming in sometime pretty soon. Treated to myself to a little gift. Um, I may be moving somewhat soon. looking at the possibility of moving to Kansas, so that's something. But another radio I did try was the Midland WR400 again. Um, didn't like it this time. They supposedly have put in a new DSP tuner, um, and that absolutely killed its FM reception. And it is just like your typical desktop digital radio now. There isn't a very high sensitivity on any band anymore. The AM has it doesn't have the hiss that it does on that it used to on AM, but now you just don't get anything. And FM and uh and the weather band aren't great either. So personally, if you're getting into DX like I was, because it has a solid FM tuner, or it used to, wouldn't recommend it. Luckily I got mine sent back, and it saved myself some frustration and treated myself to some other things. Finally got enough room on my laptop, on my setup for more videos. I've got some hard drives now to fit videos, so we have more room for videos. I got a new phone recently. I got the 16E, which will help to be able to record videos. Also, I can hook up a audio interface to it, so I can line in stuff straight to the phone now, which is going to be nice. I've been doing a lot of that in recent videos I've gotten on my computer as well. So those are a few updates from the weather side of it, and some different things. Let me check up and see if we got any guests back here. So those are a few updates. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody backstage, so we're just gonna kind of hang out for a minute more. We'll give it a couple minutes. At some point, I'd really like to do a longer stream. Um, but there's a little bit of what I've been up to lately. My life skills program is in KC, so when I go back, hopefully soon, I'll be catching a roach with a KC Metro, and then when I move into Kansas, I'll be in somewhere in central or eastern Kansas if I end up making that move as well. So, um, a little bit of a change. I'm still going to cover my Ozarks area, as I still have been. Um, I really would like to get back into severe weather coverage sometime. Those days have been been hasn't been a stream doing that in like a very long time. Honestly, we need to do like a severe weather coverage stream. We've had some notable tornadoes in the area. Missouri started off pretty solid this year with tornadoes. We had a really high amount, and then it just seemed to taper off in June or areas after or time after that. But St. Louis area was impacted by quite a few tornadoes. We had some tornadoes up in western Missouri over here. Up, I believe St. Clair County, Missouri, got some. The Appleton City area got some earlier this year. Um, some pretty rough storms across the area. I'm trying to remember. I think Missouri and Arkansas both got a significant amount of severe weather, which is always interesting to see where that's going to play out. I don't really know how the next season's going to look. I'm really interested to see how things play out because um, we had a pretty we had a more wet season than we have in a couple years too with rainfall. It's been notoriously dry for the past couple of years, to be honest with you. Um, but we had a pretty good amount of rainfall for the beginning of the year into early summer, and then of course late summer into the fall. We just kind of died out, and now we're in in or approaching winter time. We saw our first big snow the other day in some areas. Where I'm at right now, currently got up to 4 inches, which was an interesting event. I did not get any of the bulletins actually. Um, for whatever reason, this is the one time that I didn't bring a weather radio with me, which is kind of frustrating to be quite honest with you because I'll be hanging out with a buddy for a while, and I really wish I had a weather radio, but I don't, sadly. Um, but yeah, that's a little bit of what I've been up to. On the music side, I've been playing around with a lot of music, and I'll go into that side a lot more on my other channel. But I will say that I've been putting together all kinds of things. I have a lot of videos that I need to put up on my other channel of different get-togethers and different things I've done. I went into Guitar Center and played with all kinds of musicians on different guitars, and that's been really fun. I purchased a few instruments this year. I now have a electric bass and a 12-string acoustic, which is nice. So working on keeping music going in my life, that's been a big one. um I never tire of all my music. So yeah, with my other channel, which I think I have it tagged in the channels tab, but if I don't, I will try and do so. You should be able to find me pretty easily by just searching up my name. um I know at some point we may have new subscribers come through, and if so, you won't know me by my old name. You'll know me by the new name, where I kind of removed my name and certain details and made this more about this particular channel, a weather channel, weather and DXing channel. And then I have another channel related to disabilities, music, technology, other things that I enjoy that I'll be posting on a lot more at some point. I would definitely like to get my channel up with that. But anyway, that is a little bit about what I've got going on. I'm interested to hear from some of my old pals here. And so if anyone's watching or wants to peek into the live chat, we got that and the private chat. I think I got the stream yard guest link down there in description, so you should be able to join from over there. But yeah, that's a little bit of what I've got going on right now. Looks like we haven't seen any interaction really, so um I'll probably hop off here and grab a bite to eat. But if anyone wants to see a follow-up stream, kind of hang out, let me know. We'll post up on another stream sometime and talk some more. I'd be glad to hear from everybody. and hope everyone's doing well. I'm sorry for the big delay in this stream. If you skip to about 18 or 19 minutes in, um, or if you want to tell people to skip to that and much in, you will be able to um, not have to sit through all that mess. I really got to work on getting my stream stuff together, and of course in the future I'm gonna do a lot better at that. But anyway, this is me signing off. Let me make sure we ain't got anyone before I do. All right, well, I hope everyone is doing well. Wishing everyone a happy holidays, and I will hope to catch up on a stream with you all very soon again. So I will catch y'all in the next stream and hope everyone has a great day and talk to you all next time.